there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cobb. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Auburn's offense will take the field first. And the adrenaline is pumped on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. Alston. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Back to pass on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to pose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Kick that to the field. Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the handoff. and he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we're not going to complain.
Right back to the well. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Upping back, it's Gus Miles. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And the Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. LSU quick to the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
LSU will bring the punt team on field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll do it himself. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
There's a great example of a zone blitz by the defense, and those confuse quarterbacks and offensive linemen because you're dropping defensive linemen out in coverage, but then you're bringing pressure from the second level, and that time the defense was able to fool them and get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had to punt it away on their possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points, start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Man, they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Here's the heat. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're in the red zone.
The Tigers are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Off the play fake. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
They'll try to put a drive together from their own 12. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Running into the open space. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Auburn lines up quickly.
And how about that, man? If you're a defense, that's demoralizing. You get them in a known passing situation. They slip the run in there. All you got to do now, you're playing deep for pass, but now come on, just make the tackle. Force a fourth down. The defense could not get the back on the ground, Palmer, and he gets the first down.
Yeah, David, and better gap integrity up front, too, on defense. I know you think it'd be passed, but that doesn't give you an excuse to get out of your lane. Everybody's thinking sack the quarterback, but now they just a huge crease for that running back.
He's loose. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. He's all the way 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They have been stagnant on offense, but a little forward movement as they've got a first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Rides the back on the option to give. Quick spin on the ride. Worked it down to the 22-yard line, giving 5 on the carry.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
From the gun on third down. And they've got him at the 27.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the returner will be brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the back. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get to the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might go over you, but if you don't go in with...
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, Nussmeier. He'll take another shot here. He's got it down the left. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2-3.
Goes toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. Going up top again. Fires to the wideout. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, that one will leave them no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Plenty of time left in the half as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Pocket break down. And the quarterback will take a sack back to 36.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success. Not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Bringing the heat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Snagged in. It's good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down now.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Working well by the 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Throws for the tight end. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
A low line drive and not his best work. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So here comes the Auburn offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, and put a good drive together here.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Safe completion on the screen. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Well, comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. First half in the books. Time now. Join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, and especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dick, just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big guys up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Okay, ready? Let's go!
On the run, it's Durham. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yard on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a running room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Sharp. And they reacted well to the completion. It was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually. Just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes can fly out wide that absolutely scare you.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets the give. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
What a run great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
LSU lining up first and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it on first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He wants to change this route. Trying play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quick strike complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Bringing the extra beef, it's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack, and push you around, and then the running back does the rest.
Getting set for the point after. Oh, you just hate to see it. Blew the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back on offense. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to get the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. They are calling defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Using his legs. It's Cobb. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, what a game this guy has been having. Living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game. And now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so twitch, so slippery, you just can't block him.
They boot it away. Feels the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up. The offense out of the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse. Every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as... For this offensive coordinator, David, having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure. The other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, that one positive play, and then make get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field.
Number 90 in punt formation to kick it off.
Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside 45. They'll start drive from the 42. On the ground, it's Alston. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we move forward. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll try the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bumps him up. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Looking to throw. Trying to set up the screen. Finds a little space. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's busy. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but points up would be huge here. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Leaves it with the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Running the green. That one could have put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save clock.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give, and tick, 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 tick.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to the toss. How about the work up front by that big defensive line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Kick is in the air. He'll call for the fair catch here. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And points have been hard to come by when they'll try to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. For more. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Takes there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. On the run, it's Cobb. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be.
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment, a lot of pressure. He delivers, ties this football game up late in the fourth quarter.
We've got a dandy going here, all time in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever. This drive will open from the 15. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Might be called out. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
That penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. He hurls one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted, a big play in a tie game. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40. So here comes the Auburn offense. This is what you dream of, isn't it? Waning seconds, in your hands, a chance to etch your name in this moment in the history of this rivalry. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Tigers in a spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Take the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. The give on the option. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning this one-on-one and forcing a negative play.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run, inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To throw, it's Nussmeier. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking.
Trying to beat the D deep. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defense back on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job.
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Back, happy enough to take a knee in the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Spider. 4-2 Spider. Ready, ready. Cricket. Ready, ready. Ready. Go. Easy. Reset. 29 Philly. 2-0. Jackrabbit. Ready, go. Here we go. Stand. Hot. Green 25. Ready. Let's go. On. Moves. Ready. Spider. Easy. Hot. Lasso. Lasso. Stand. Ready. Stand. Fight it. Stand. Come on, set. Hot. Here we go. Pilot. Ready. Cricket. Carrier. On. Flare. Flare. Arrow. Arrow. Timber. Timber. Acorn. Dino. Pilot. Pilot. Logger. Logger. Acorn. Acorn. Gaucho. Ready. Set. Hut. Hut. Here we go. Arrow. Set. Ready. Ready, ready. Easy. Gorilla. Gorilla. Ready, ready. Here we go. 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 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Terrier. Terrier. Reset. Set. Logger. Griffin. Griffin. Let's go. Gaucho. Gaucho. Jackrabbit. Stand.